you have questions, that's great. Answer questions about technique. Today's not the day to ask questions about who Kelly's toughest fight was, or what was he thinking when he got his head knocked off by Miranda. It's not those kind of questions. Today, let's make the questions only towards technique and fighting.
Fucking Miranda was the one that was in the hospital, not me.
Oh, he's wanted by Interpol.
Yeah, so.
But yeah, let's what we want to talk about today. The first thing we were going to talk about was Canelo and Triple G.
Yes.
A month ago in the technique,
yes.
And what made Triple G so successful and made Canelo successful.
Yeah, and what they could have done also that could have probably made it easier on both sides.
Exactly.
So.
Granted, guys, I'm not in the shape Canelo is, but hey, I'm gonna give it my best. So let's get to work. So what would you want to talk about today? The first thing.
Well, let's go on the part of things that Canelo did that I thought could have won him the fight. That he gave away certain rounds and key parts of the rounds when he could have made the fight easier. And that's going to be when he was in the middle boxing.
Let me get the Triple G style.
Yeah. So when he was here, Triple G was not throwing many punches at that point. Triple G was throwing 2 to 3 punches. Now, when Canelo could have stayed there, it took his time and saved a lot of energy, and he could have fought. He could have went down. He could have went to the body. He could have came back up, boom, boom, with the uppercuts that he's good with. He could have hooked him all on his body. He was wide open for the hook off to the body. Boom, stuff around. Here's what Canelo did, though. Canelo would land a lot of that, and he would do good doing it. But then, especially the first 3 rounds, which I had him winning every round for that. But Canelo would start to go back. And he would move around, and then he would move, and then even when Triple G went back to the middle of the ring, Canelo stayed there and waved him on, and he got beat up. Sat there, boom, boom. Now on the part of that, do that again. Canelo's doing this. That's all pretty, okay? But this is getting points. This is giving the round, and for the average person watching the fight, and me watching the fight, Triple G's controlling the round. To me, he's winning it. Now, Triple G throws a nice right hand, and Canelo goes like that and lands the counter right, and everybody goes, oh, that was a clean punch, and that's why he won the round. No, he could have had all the pretty defense, but if you're throwing 4 or 5 punches, and then I make one good move and get out the way, perfect. I don't want people talking about how good my defense was.
Good.
Because it's not winning me the fight. Instead of doing that, now if Canelo wanted to, he could have went back, moved around a little bit, and then came back to the middle of the ring. Boom. Use that jab. He could have hooked to the body. He could have controlled the fight, and he wouldn't have got as tired, and he could have picked his shots, and it could have probably been a fight for him, because that was doing him well in the first 3 rounds. What do you got now?
What made Canelo so successful? Canelo used the defense, and it wasn't the Mexican style defense. It was more of his own thing. It was a Salvador Sanchez type defense. Yeah. What he did was, on the left hook, he never took Triple G's left hook. Kelly throws it. Instead, on the left hook, he lined his body up and he leaned in. Even to the body, he did the same thing. To the head, go to the head, too. And to the head. Exactly. He did it every time, and it works on the other side, too. And it made it hard because he wasn't taking Triple G shots, even on the ropes.
And you learn that sometimes, fighter. It's a big thing when you're boxing to learn how to take, you step with it, step around. But like James was talking about, a lot of people don't carry that into a fight.
No.
They forget that, and Canelo did do a good job on that. But again, on my point was, that's not winning you a fight.
No, exactly. But he made him successful of not getting knocked out.
Yes.
What he also does, I like on the jab. Canelo does. He throws the jab. Catch it, or he'll deflect it. And when he deflects it, what he does is do this, over and over. Do it again. Again. Right up my head. There you go. Throw it. And he does that over and over again.
Yeah.
And he deflects it like this. It comes up and he pushes up just a little bit. That way he don't have much on the next hand. Go ahead, be right.
A lot of different things in that fight. Small things that were good, but I think each fighter kind of neglected certain things to win in the fight.
Exactly.
Going over it again, great things Canelo did defensively. He showed everybody that he could he has great defense, and on all the shit people talk that Canelo ain't got defense, he's shown it in fight after fight, but that was one instance, though, that it was not going to win. If he would have countered more in the middle of the ring off that.
Let's show the difference between Triple G's jab and Canelo's jab.
Right.
You do the Triple G jab, I'll do, or however you want to do it.
Yeah, Triple G was kind of basic, though. He just stays behind.
But he punched through.
Yeah, so he stays behind. Boom, he comes in.
Like a brick.
Yes. And, you know, and for Canelo could have done that a
Canelo,
couple times in the beginning. He could have stayed to his left to, you know, bypass that.
What Canelo did on his jab, he doesn't push straight out. He pushes up.
Yeah,
he slaps up. And what he does is the back foot here, he pushes back. You can hold him up. Block. He'll back. He'll push off. And that's what made that jab so strong. And that's what made it strong, is that push off the back foot. They call that a shotgun jab.
Good, yeah, definitely. We're going on that, you know, trying to figure out here, because, you know, there's so many things, and wish that eventually we'll have what goes back to the fight where we can break it down. But another one too is the neglecting of the body on Triple G's part here.
Yes.
Okay, so Canelo's on the ropes. And instead of Triple G was throwing the punches and getting around, but he could have took his time. He could have took a little step over, hook to the body. He could have did the good one, the hook to the head, his powerful hook to the head, take the step, hook to the body. Not that he would have landed every one of them, but he would have gave Canelo. He would have made it hard for Canelo to figure out where he's going next. He could have tapped the elbows. There was things, and of all people, Canelo or Triple G neglecting the body. I didn't understand that.
And he didn't see an uppercut.
No, not an uppercut.
I had the uppercut in my boom.
It's understandable. A lot of times when somebody's back against the ropes, it's dangerous. You leave yourself vulnerable throwing an uppercut.
And when you are against the ropes, the best thing to do a lot of times is this.
But there are certain times that Canelo moved into it, though,
boom,
where he could have caught it.
And a lot of times the best way to get uppercut when you're on the ropes is this. Just move back.
Exactly, that's it.
Or that, or close shot. You're here, close uppercut. Close shot.
But you want to be careful with that. You got to know the timing. So.
But I didn't see Triple G use that. He could have finished that fight early.
Could have. You know, and all, at the same time, too, Canelo could have made it easier.
It could have.
So now, that's why I think the rematch will be intriguing.
Let me ask you this. I got one. Canelo would take 4 steps forward and throw 1-2, 1-2. What did Triple G have to? What could Triple G done to nullify that?
And what's that?
When Canelo came at him with the 1-2, 1-2 on, he was backing up.
Yeah.
1-2, 1-2.
And slip. Do it again. So he and slip, and then jab back himself.
But he wasn't.
Not go straight back now. I don't want to sound like a certain person. Not go straight back and blocking the punches. No, you don't want to get into that. But he could have took 2 steps back, bing, bing, and then stepped around and jabbed himself.
Just here, bang.
Yeah. Or he could have held his ground, being as strong as he is. He could have held his ground and just punched back. You know, he's there. He could have held his ground or flicked the jab.
Do you think Canelo's strength had anything to do with him backing
No,
up?
not at all.
No?
No.
What about the mass, the body size?
I think that kind of threw off, if anything, it threw off Triple G, and he wasn't expecting that because not too many people stayed in the middle, or did that in the middle of the ring with him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And a lot of times, though, if you go back and watch, Canelo punched himself out of it too. You know, he threw it, and then he got off balance, and he got set up for something else instead of.
Yeah.
Usually, that's good for a guy who's going to stay in your chest. He'll do that to get you to back up, or he would go to the ropes, and then he'll sit down and work the body, work the head.
What did Canelo do when he gets the ropes? When he went against the ropes, what Triple G should have done? I'm Canelo. I'm tired.
Yeah.
He's against the ropes now, and he's doing this to you.
Yeah.
What does Triple G do?
Same thing. Like I said.
Does he take his time, or does he go for a finish?
No, yeah. Don't waste too many punches. Triple G knows this, and I'm not telling him anything he don't know, but he didn't use it. He has the power. He's a powerful puncher where he's the type of guy that don't have to throw 9 punches while you're on the rope.
Let me do Canelo's defense. You do Triple G's, and see how you play that. Play that. Go ahead.
So I'm doing what? Hook to the body.
Yeah.
So you can take the step. Step this way. Boom. Turn back around. Hook to the head. Hook to the body. A lot of things like that he could have done, and he didn't have to. A lot of times, go back, watch the fight. Triple G was here.
just and then he'd take a step
And
back.
he's not getting anything.
Yeah, not getting
the right
anything.
hand comes.
But he is winning the round doing it.
Yeah, and the right hand comes now.
Yeah, but he is winning.
And then now the right hand's coming, right?
Yeah.
Yep, and that's what he does.
Yeah, and Canelo moved out the way. Exactly. So
But
you're winning the round doing it, but like I was saying, Triple G got enough power to where he don't have to throw 15 punches in a row.
Yeah.
Take his time, dick, boom, hook to the head, hook to the body, take a step over, or take a step this way, fire different angles, different views of the punch,
Now,
and he could have made it.
Why was it Canelo when he rolled to the right? Why didn't he throw left hook? When he slipped that right hand, right?
If you go back, watch.
If he threw the right hand,
but
and he came over, why didn't he come over the top?
Because he spun out. Canelo spun out and got himself out of range.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, he was out of range every time he spun out, especially the ropes. A lot of times Canelo got away from the punch, and got off the rope, and was like almost got caught.
A lot of things Canelo did was use his gloves and knock some of those punches down.
No, he did.
He was here, and then the uppercut would come.
But now, on that point, look how tense you're getting.
Oh, I know.
You're
Make
fighting.
you tired.
You get a guy that hard, you're tense. Now you're tightening up all the muscles.
Exactly.
And that will fatigue you every bit as much as throwing 12 punches.
Wouldn't it have served him better to do this? Just if you're up close like this, right?
Yeah.
To grab you in, spin you around, and put my head in your chest just to get some energy.
Could have done that.
Wrap up, catch some energy.
Dangerous too, though, because if Triple G takes a step back and hooks.
If he does,
yeah,
you're looking at a bigger man there that's holding on.
Yeah, but he is dangerous, I think.
I agree.
Dangerous.
But that is an option.
A guy as strong as Triple G is dangerous. He can push you off. He can shoot the uppercut. But yeah, he could have. There's a lot of things he could have done.
Yeah.
The biggest thing he could have done was not go back to the ropes
and survive.
Yeah, and a lot of times wasn't even survive. I mean, he didn't have to. My God, he was moving around and he could have got back in the middle of the ring.
Yeah.
Triple G wasn't chasing him, and he just sat on the rope.
Exactly.
He just sat there and waited.
He sat there and he let Triple G do his thing.
And that's exactly how Triple G walked up.
And he would work from here.
And he's here. Now he's tense. He's tense, and by the time he gets out the way, now he's here. His arms, he just got pounded with 7 shots in the arms by Triple G, and the shit takes a toll on you.
Another thing Canelo does that I like is when he talks about body work, he talks about the whole body. Hands up. He did this a lot with Triple G. If you guys notice, Triple G, his hands up. He didn't care about his face or his torso. He went here. He went to the body. He worked them forearms and those elbows, shoulders. He tried to wear those out. Is that something you did?
Yes. Oh, you always aim. I aim for the elbow.
Where did you work at when you boxed? Where were you aiming?
When I went to the body and somebody blocked what was good at picking off body shots.
Like let's say Miranda, who's a strong puncher, you wanted to slow him down.
Yeah, I went for the bottom of the elbows, or I went for over here.
How about
on the shoulders? Because a lot of times it's hard to get to that.
Okay.
A lot of times it's really hard.
What do you think about the heart? I always wanted to train. I'll go after the heart. Instead of if you can't get a guy, hit him at your heart.
You hit my heart.
But I'm saying.
Yeah, but no, you could hit right in the shoulders, right in the side delts.
Okay.
Because that's where the extent. That shit gets heavy after a period of time.
And he was aiming after the forearms, right in the center of the forearms.
Forearms, yeah, you could hit that. The elbows. The best one was like if you're going to the body and somebody's blocking a lot and they're good at picking off the body shot. They go for the elbow, so it digs into the
hip.
Yeah.
That was Trinidad's thing. Trinidad, come here. Go ahead. You can dig the hip. Show him how to do it.
Oh, yeah. Boom.
We're here. Well, we're tied up.
Yeah.
I'm tied up with you. And he would dig to the hip.
Yeah.
Take it around here.
But you have to watch now because for the referees too.
Yeah.
You can't be here and the referee's over here. You can't be.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Always watch, but
Trinidad would always come here. He'd have you up here. Yeah. Sting you on the side.
Hopkins was notorious for that.
All right, guys. Any questions? Anything going on? What?
People talking about GGG needed to pound Canel's body using the ropes, and just some comments and those. Whenever you have any training questions,
if you guys have any training questions, now's the time. If you guys have any training questions or anything you want to see, I know we got a good question from David Martinez earlier.
What's that?
Lomachenko's footwork.
Yes.
Where he keeps his feet and where Rigondeaux's going to keep their feet to make that fight so exciting. You can even do it orthodox. A lot of guys, they'll get in here, and what you're going to see.
I'm going to do a southpaw.
You're going to do a southpaw.
Yeah.
And I'm going to show you Well, they're both southpaws.
Yeah, that's what.
So Lomachenko, what he's gonna do is he's gonna bring that foot and he's gonna keep that pinky toe right on the outside of his. Right now, so when Kelly jabs, I'm off the tracks.
Yep, and he's away from my power hand.
Exactly. But when I want to throw this straight left hand, what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this hand away, step in, and let the punch go, and move back out.
Exactly. Now the thing on that is, you always work on it. When I fight southpaws, I always train the state of my left.
Yes.
But the problem is, in the heat of a fight with a round that's 3 minutes long, you move, and you're going to move this way, and you just got to be prepared to pick it off. Rigondeaux's going to be doing the same thing that Lomachenko's going to do. I don't see a problem coming as far as feet and everything else in this fight because it's going to be a very tactical match. Rigondeaux's going to be doing the same thing. Rigondeaux's going to be trying to keep his on the outside.
A lot of this.
Yeah, and it is going to be a fill-out fight. They're going to be moving there. The only thing I do see is Rigondeaux, moving back, trying to get over this way.
Doing this.
Yeah,
Lomachenko doing this.
Yeah, and Lomachenko coming in. How
But-
he comes in, boom, 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 and throwing punches.
What Lomachenko does is he cuts off the ring almost better than anybody.
He does.
I'll show you how. You be Rigondeaux, move around the ring. Just use the ropes, move around. Lomachenko's not going to do this. Lomachenko's going to do this. Now look. I just cut off where he wants to go. You go that way. Go ahead. Look. That's cutting off the ring. It's not being where your man is. It's where he's going to be.
Exactly.
Because if I do...
bounce this way, and I'm moving this way, and he sees me getting ready to plant off this way, move back that way. All he's doing is taking a step.
Here.
Yeah.
But what I want you to know is, if I follow Kelly now, show me what will happen if I follow you. He's moving, I follow him, I'm going to get hit. Boom. That's why you don't, I always want to be at a 45-degree angle away from him, right here. It takes... And look, always remember, when you're fighting or you're sparring, if they're that far away, put your hands down, shake them out. Don't be so tight. It's right here. He's moving. I'm here. Get back into it.
That's why, with that being said, that's where I see Lomachenko using, and the predictions before we talked about it, Lomachenko, I see him cutting that ring off, being the aggressor. In a very close fight, I do see Lomachenko getting the decision.
Because he's a bigger man.
Yeah, bigger man and on his aggression.
Well, when you beat Lomachenko, show him leaning on Rigondeaux. They're here. They're going to be fighting. Look what Lomachenko's going to do.
Yep, I'm going to be pushing, moving.
Rigondeaux's going to go here.
Exactly.
And Rigondeaux's going to do things like this.
Yeah, but Rigondeaux's got enough natural athletic ability. He's going to move with him on a lot of that. But Rigondeaux is going to be doing that. Then as soon as Rigondeaux goes back into the ropes, Lomachenko's going to be right here. And he's going to be shooting the punches. So that's where he's going to get the decision. In my opinion, he's going to win the rounds because he's going to be the guy cutting the ring off, coming closer. At least I think right now.
Yeah, also show him what Rigondeaux will do. He'll lean down. When they lean down, he's going to do things like this.
Yep.
And right now it don't look like much, but it's sapping your legs.
Lower back and legs.
And Lomachenko will do it. And he won't wait, and he'll hold on even after he's breaking you.
Oh, no, he will. He'll push down, and then people think like Rigondeaux thinks falling down, taking a knee. That's not doing anything. That's just spinning energy too.
What do you got?
Dave Marks asked about Lomachenko's counter left versus Rigondeaux's counter left.
I can't hear.
He's asked about counter left versus counter left.
How they do it? How you guys count? How they're going to counter
Good one
left?
for
That is a good
softball.
one. Right here.
Yeah, I would imagine counter left.
You're going to go through your left first?
Yeah. You do that.
Or here?
Or the half step. Which a lot of these two do.
Like here. Go ahead, cut it.
So yeah, then you're gonna take that.
It's just a small step, guys. It's small. It can be a half step, like Kelly said. Throw it.
Yeah,
and look,
come
and then
back.
back.
Yeah, and then like say you throw it. I'm here, and then I'm either back with the 1-2, or I can come back, throw it again. I'm back here,
Bang.
and then I'm stepping around and getting back in position for another counter.
Also, watch this. On a southpaw, Rigondeaux likes to do this. He'll get into kind of like a shoulder roll here. Now throw your left now. He'll throw it here. Go ahead, throw it full speed. Throw it. Throw it in my face. Throw it. Throw So there you go. See it?
You do that.
They'll
Yeah.
bounce off the shoulder.
And there's watching them guys though. And Dave Mark, that's a good question. There's numerous things when you have the natural ability.
I can't see.
He's just not really saying how do you cut the ring but be in position to attack.
Just like we did.
We'll get back into that. But like another thing too, what I was saying with two southpaws, when you have the natural abilities these two guys got, a lot of things are possible. You just gotta be careful one don't get caught. But if you're in a southpaw and you're throwing that straight left, I mean they could shoot, take the step, come back, fire. You know what I mean? Like they do it again.
The only problem is Rigondeaux won't stay there. He'll move.
Boom. Yeah, but Lomachenko will time. He'll throw. He'll slip. He's done it before. Slip and throw punches.
At the body.
Yeah, so they could slip this way.
Yeah.
It's all up, to how they want to do it because they really, when you throw that, it's southpaw, when you're southpaw.
Oh.
So you're throwing that straight left. So when they
straight left?
Yeah. So when they slip that way, there's nothing really that either one of them can come back with as far as a hook.
Yeah.
So that's going to be their best bet to counter and to get out of the way. Half step this way or the slip and roll.
Also, let's show them how to stay in position, which we did. Hey, Jesus, how to stay in position after cutting off the ring. Cut off the ring on me. I'll move for you.
All right.
All right, I'm moving. There's Kelly. Now, what's he going to do? To stay in position, I'm going to come fire a shot. I'm cutting off the ring. Now, I'm moving. Now, look.
See how when they move that way, I take the step with this foot, and then I'm back in boxing position and bring it here.
And what do you have for me when I move?
What's that?
What punches are you going to use for somebody moving?
If you're moving that way and I step it off, I'm going to either come here. I'm going to start off with the pen. What you should do is start off with the hand where they're moving, close to where they're moving.
So would a check
if
hook
moving
be
that
good?
way and I come over this way and I cut off, I'm going to either fire there and come back with a straight left. For me to throw a hook,
Come this way.
Yeah, in case you're still moving that way, why would I?
No, I'm talking about coming the other way.
Coming the other way?
Could you check hook on the coming the other
Yes.
way?
Check hook to the body.
That's what I was wondering. On the other way, you can check hook.
Or you do that again, and you're this close, and you start coming this way. Boom! And you start moving that way. I can put you back into the ropes.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? To set myself back up. But yeah, when you cut off it, if they're moving this way, you take. It's always good to take the step. And then the next.
Yeah.
Aim that way. And now I'm in position. If he goes that way, I'm here. If he comes back this way, I can even pivot with him and hook.
Gotcha. Any other questions?
No more real questions. People want you to punch James and test his chin.
They want you what?
They want Kelly to test your chin.
How about I test theirs?
Yeah. There's a lot of things, as far as that goes, though. It's a good question by Dave Mark. But I think, when you're showing somebody starting off a career,
Yeah.
a southpaw, even for an orthodox fighter, it's really hard for us to figure out what a southpaw to me has a lot of advantages.
They do.
To get away. But I see these guys with their athletic ability. If anybody, I see Lomachenko probably staying in the pocket and picking them off with his hands more than Rigondeaux. But a lot of it's going to be that slipping.
Yeah.
These guys like to pivot and move, so I see a lot of them slipping that left and rolling and trying to keep themselves in position.
So one of the big things are too. A lot of these guys nowadays are getting so athletic, southpaw or not, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You guys got like Mikey and Lomachenko, they don't care. If they're a southpaw, they can fight you either way.
Oh yeah, exactly.
They're getting so athletic.
I really did like playing softball.
You did?
Yeah.
Benny Ace is asking, how is Lomachenko going to deal with Rigondeaux's jab to the body?
Well, a lot of it's going to be his defense.
In and out moving. Yeah, defense.
What
I mean,
Rigondeaux
if I'm
does,
here, I'm going to be back
you
and
can be
forth.
Lomachenko. What Rigondeaux likes to do on that body, he likes to that straight left. He'll set you up with his patter. He'll patter. And he'll throw it right down the middle.
But with that being said, again, in this fight, they do that against guys who are nowhere near as naturally gifted as them.
Well, Lomachenko will do a back right out, take a half step back.
Exactly. He'll take that half
Yeah,
step,
I'll do
or he'll never really be in range. And I think Rigondeaux's smart enough to know that Lomachenko is not going to be in range for him to do that.
Yeah.
Listen, when you shoot a jab to the body,
You're leaving everything open.
or a straight right to the body, you got to set that up. A lot of times, a couple feints, mix it up.
people will, especially the pros, they will catch on over a period of time, and they will time it, and they will catch your ass.
Show him what Lomachenko will do if that left hand comes. Here,
Yeah.
look at that. He got boom.
He's gonna take that half step.
He can take the half step back. There it is.
I mean, all day. Or Lomachenko, no. Just say we're standing here, we're not throwing no punches. And we're boxing. Lomachenko's going to be, you know, he's going to be fainting a lot. So Rigondeaux is going to be kind of, and pretty much what Lomachenko doing is luring Rigondeaux to probably throw that to the body because he's feigning. Boom, boom, boom. You know, doing this. As soon as Rigondeaux throws that, you know,
Okay, now that we don't appear biased, let's talk about some of Rigondeaux's advantages, which are incredible. Because Lomachenko likes to come in and stand here and do nothing.
Exactly. So when he does that,
Here, Lomachenko's here.
Yeah, right here. Step it. Or, you know, constantly. Boom, boom, uppercuts. Lomachenko does. He comes in.
And doesn't do
He's
anything.
going to be the, and even when he does, okay, his last fight, just got missed by getting clipped 2 or 3 times with big shots.
Mariaga.
Rigondeaux will land that punch. Rigondeaux is that good. He will land it. Lomachenko cannot come in either not doing anything or come in just, you know, with his feet all over the place and hands and doing that. Rigondeaux will catch it. And either with a straight left or something that he's not seeing, I preferably see a check hook, right hook from Rigondeaux. He's coming in, catching him every time.
Every time.
So.
And Rigondeaux likes to do this. He likes to be here. His hand's here, so he's always.
Yeah.
He has that Cuban style right here.
Yep. And there's nothing you can take the stuff with it.
Boom. Anything else, guys?
Well, we'll just read those out when he says that because we can go off that too.
You can answer that.
Bobby Sanchez.
You want to bring a guy in here?
He has a chance against Davis if he wins against the 8.
Well, we're going to bring in the owner of the gym real quick. Keith Burnside, talk to him.
All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and we have a treat. We're going to bring in the owner of the gym, Keith Burnside, and we're going to talk to him a little bit. And we'll be right back.
Stephen Casper says James no joke. You look at the ring.
What's that?
Stephen Casper says James no joke. You really look at the ring.
Oh, Tom, thank you. Thank you, Steve.
That's me. You're alive, too.
Right under there, and the cameras are right there.
Keith, thank you, my man. I come here to Keith's gym as much as I can, and he lets me work with some of the guys here and there. And he a great friend of mine over the years, and one of the truest guys in boxing, which is very, very rare anymore. So, Keith, first of all, what do you got planned or anything going on?
We're having a fight show November 11th, so I got about 7 guys on there now that we're building up now, getting ready for that show. We just had 2 guys fight the other night on Saturday. We come out, we had 2 wins there. You know, it's hard running the gym, keeping the kids in the gym and everything like that, you know. Dedicated, you know. It's hard, it's a tough business.
You know, especially with everything else that you have just on an everyday thing. I mean, I do see it. That's been my reasoning from holding back so far. The gym is the time that you have to have set aside for that too. You know, you have to just can't go in there and say I'm gonna go keep the gym open for an hour that day. Right? You know, it is a time period, and if you got good people helping like you do, you know, it makes it easier. So it's tough though, man. You did a little bit of boxing now. Coming from a person who trains fighters, you've had Billy Lau, you've been yourself have been in both title fights as a trainer, and you've seen the top, and you've been to the bottom and the middle. You've seen it. But what was your take on the Triple G? We're going to stick with that fight for now. Triple G Canelo fight. You know, we'll go on to the Rigondeaux Lomachenko.
I think Canelo, I mean, it looked like he was fatigued in the later rounds, too. He was on his wheels. I mean, he was taking off. I think with Triple G, I think he went through his punches. I think he knew he couldn't hurt him. And I think Triple G, I think he knew that them punches, they hurt him. You could see that he was, he punches hard, Triple G. Fatigue in a way, it looked like he was tired in that later rounds.
You know what? You're right. I called that fight right on, just the wrong person. Everything about the fight, I kind of was right. I said it was going to be a close fight. I said Canelo would squeeze it out, but I said Triple G was going to be the one who got fatigued because of the two fights before that against Danny Jacobs and Kell Brook. But actually Canelo was the one. And people did say, there was people saying Canelo gets tireder than Triple G, but I couldn't, after seeing it, I couldn't think that. I was like, there ain't no way. Triple G looked fatigued. Not so much cardio, lung-wise. I'm talking about muscle endurance. And shit, was I wrong on that one?
That fight here too is like Triple G. He fought his fight. Come forward. I think he didn't. He should have threw more. He was backing up. It's hard fighting back, going backwards, especially with a guy like Triple G that punches hard.
And on the ropes.
And on the ropes.
Like I was telling James, when you got the power that Triple G does, you ain't got to throw up more than 4 punches at a time when somebody's on the ropes. Every one is going to feel like 20. Right. You know what I mean? And you're the aggressor, and you're already looking like you're the aggressor, and you got the guy on the ropes. I think Canelo could have made that an easier fight by keeping it in the middle of the ring. Again, I watched that fight 2.5 times now. Canelo would have kept that in the middle of the ring. Triple G wasn't throwing nowhere near as many punches, and he could have got himself a counter more. But, and then I'm talking also, Canelo let him come to him on the ropes. Many times Triple G gave Canelo a chance to come in the middle of the ring and fight, and Canelo resorted to the ropes.
What difference it was when they did fight in the middle. Canelo was right there with him. As soon as he backed up, like you said, Kelly, he's going down the ropes like that, and that's what beat him, I think.
Okay, have you been paying attention to all the hype going into this Lomachenko Rigondeaux fight?
I really haven't watched that much about it. I work a lot. I got 3 jobs actually, but I haven't really got into that yet. Watching it. Great fighter. I see him fight in Barclays Center. I mean, that kid, the move, his footwork. And it come from when he was a little kid. If you listen to his dad, he put him in dance. Everybody says, martial arts, dance. I mean, the kid didn't want to dance, but his dad made him. You can see what it did for him.
Yeah, Lomachenko, but you see, the only thing for me, Rigondeaux, in a talent field of natural abilities. Their styles are very similar when Lomachenko is very confident in the ring. When Lomachenko is going in and throwing somebody out, they both move the same. Lomachenko gets the aggression when he knows that he's pretty much got the fight in the bag. I think it's going to be a very tactical fight. And to me, that's an exciting thing to watch. Right. Another very tactical fight that to this day was De La Hoya Whitaker fight.
Yeah.
It really was. Yeah. And a lot of people said it was a boring fight. I thought it was really entertaining. Yeah.
But I'm glad to have you down the gym and everything like that. Like I said,
I'm going to be here as much as I can.
He helps me out with the fighters, everything. I'm that type. I don't know everything, so I like to have people come in. I like to listen to them and train them.
Well, I will be here. Bring my boy down too, my son.
Yeah. Well, also before we leave, right here, Keith has this gym that he runs on his own with little or no help from anybody. Well, what I want you guys to do is I want you guys to get together and reach out to the community and work to businesses and get them to support your local boxing program. And look out for Burnside Boxing. A lot of good kids here and a lot of adults, and it keeps kids off the streets and also gives them something to do during the day. So if you guys get a chance, get out and support this cause. I mean, support putting money back into those gyms, especially this one. And thank you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Oh, no problem. Thank you. All right. Thank you. All right.
Talk to you after, man.
All right.
Any questions from the gallery?
Any questions, guys?
James Washington, James equals Burnside Jagger.
What's that?
You said that?
Kenny Swanson.
Say what?
Said James equals moves like Jagger. No more than I covered there. Just some shout outs. Eddie Cohen Jr. says he likes the show. Says Lomachenko beats Rigondeaux on the outside, but Rigondeaux is going to beat him on the inside.
Possible.
Yeah, you know, with a fight like that, it's, again, I lean more towards Lomachenko being the aggressor and winning on the inside, but it's one of them fights, and with the style that Rigondeaux has and a talent to where he could change it up and probably be the one who's the aggressor.
Yeah, lots of people are liking the show, though, so.
What?
If there's anything else, though, that you guys want to see, question on, we can do that.
It's on iTunes, YouTube as well.
I think we'll do real quick before we get back, see if there's any questions. Maybe we could do some things as far as ways to throw a jab,
Yeah.
and ways to block a jab.
A lot of these.
And today we'll do from an orthodox stance,
Okay.
and then maybe not next week, because every other week we're doing this ring in the ring with Kelly Pavlik and James Dominguez. So
Is it every month?
or every other week, yeah, we'll work that out. But yeah, so today I think we're going to stay in an orthodox position and go over different ways, because you know there's nothing written in stone that you have to block a jab a certain way.
Yeah.
It all depends on how a guy throws a jab, which way he throws a jab, how strong his jab is.
Do you want to use a pair of mitts for me? Let's see that.
Yes.
I'll use it. Does anybody have a pair of mitts in here?
Over there. Yeah, I got you.
Thank you. They don't have to be fancy. I don't care what they are.
How you doing, man? Nice to see you, bro.
Kelly Jesus Montoya wants to know tips on having good defense with counter.
To what?
He wants to know tips on having good defense while countering. Defense with counter.
That's a hard one to explain, because you're punching, and when you're in the middle of a punch and your form, and you know, hopefully your form's all right, kind of hard to move. But I will break down different things you could do on that. It all comes to how you move, what angle you're moving when you make that dodge to counter.
But what jab do you
Let's warm you up a little bit.
Oh, I'm not hitting no, I'm not warming up.
All right.
We're not going that hard.
I want you to throw a straight jab right now. What we're gonna do is we're gonna work on. I just want to work on a normal orthodox jab. You young fighters out, this is what you guys need to pay attention to. A jab is your bread and butter. This is a winning punch. I don't care what else you throw. As long as you can throw a jab, you can win a fight.
Double the jab, don't go straight back.
Do not go straight back. You gotta get off the tracks. Again.
I'm gonna keep my chin always tucked. If you're starting off, and a lot of people are just starting, getting a tendency to here or even right here. Keep that chin tucked. If you're having a hard time doing it, get a tennis ball, put it under your chin, and your shadow box with it is here. But everything's here. Keep your chin tucked. You got balance. You got your core strong. Everything should be on balance. So I'm here, and I'm right down. I keep this elbow in. You don't want chicken wing it. And I'm here. I turn it right over. Boom. Straight down the middle.
Good. Again. Good.
And see, I take a step with it too.
Good.
Now, a lot of times you can throw a jab here and not take the step, but you're shortening your range. That's all you're doing. So, I'm here.
Good.
Right there.
Good. Again. Good.
Every time, my chin.
Push off your back leg. Good. That's a shotgun jab. That will knock your opponent out. Get up on the bottom of it. There. Do it again.
So, this guy's trying to kill me, man.
Do it again.
You do it again.
Okay, I'll do it.
So, getting on that.
Do it again.
But now you got other jabs too. Keep the hand. That's your original. We're not teaching how to throw a jab now. I think we got lost on that. We're showing different styles of jabs.
But I want to keep active.
Now, here's one that you people, a lot of fighters do, and it's notorious. Keep your mitt down a little bit though. Some of them, especially the Canelo Mayweathers, they do the shoulders. They're here.
Yep.
Okay, so they bring it up.
Again. Good.
And everything is from right here. To block that, not to hop off, if you got the skills, the hand speed, what not to do that. Or if you're not that fast with your hands, but you have really good D, that could be a jab that you use. Personally, if I was doing that, I would still mix it up from a jab here to here. So when you get a guy who throws the jab up like that, you don't want to, a guy that's throwing a regular jab to me right now, throw a regular jab, and you block here. And actually, I'm blocking right here.
Yeah.
I never want to come out because they hook off that, I'm getting caught.
I'll hook around on it.
So I'm right here. Boom,
Push out.
boom, boom. So everything right here. But now, if you get a guy who's firing that jab from the bottom, I don't want to be right here because now I still got to come out further. So what I would do in a situation like that, with a good guy, a good fighter who throws a quick jab up like that, I'm going to cheat this hand. My hand is here now. Boom, and I'm right here. I'm right able to come back. I don't have to move it from here. I just got my hand again. That's right here. Here I'm fighting you. Right here. And I'm coming back with it. So there's different ways. And then of course, the one jab that you don't throw every time, my favorite that I used to use, I called the booger destroyer. was
Right between.
yeah, can't take the step with it.
Again. There we go. I got timing. Again. When was the time to
So
throw that? When did you like to throw that?
When I'm sitting there just playing with him and I'm moving and I got a little bit of rhythm going, I would throw it, boom, boom, and throw it after a couple of jabs.
Good. Do it again. Good. Again. Again.
But, that's it, but that's hard to block. Your best thing to do is kind of block and get back.
Yeah.
I do that though when somebody's trying to counter over my jab. Different things though, I want to go back on that. The orthodox jab, you throw that at me. Orthodox, I'm right here. Boom, boom. Of course you can take the half step. You can do whatever you want to block a jab, but basics, you know, I'm staying here. Somebody brings it from underneath, I'll keep my hand. That's all I'm doing. Because if he hooks back off of that, I'm right there. I'm just talking about.
Can you show your right? Your
No,
right hand?
no, the reason why I say keeping the hand here, and he's doing that, because naturally in a fight, if I keep my hand here and the guy's throwing an uppercut jab, I'm going like this. No matter how you look at it, I'm trying to block it.
Can you throw right hand off that? Right hand counter off that punch?
My jab uppercut?
My jab. Like if I check hook you, right?
Yeah.
A jab,
Yeah.
and I throw a hook.
Yeah. I get it actually with my right hand.
Okay.
Best one. You throw, even if you throw a hook to my body.
Gotcha.
Shoot it right with the same hand. And I'm doing what Canelo did. I'm taking that roll.
Floyd does that.
I'm already in that position, and it's hard to get away from that. If you're throwing a hook to my body with that left, and I'm here, I'm already in position. I'm already in position. I'm blocking. I'm already here. All I'm doing is a little more twist to my hip, and I'm shooting up.
I'll go full speed. Ready? There you go.
You hold that glove up.
Again. 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 Let's do it like Robert did. 1-4. Remember that? A 4? Now here, that was what simulated that.
No, but you could. Well, I'm saying that's usually when somebody's all the way in here, throwing
Yeah.
the hook to the body.
Well,
They're already here, so that hook, my uppercut is going to be here.
yeah. Well, let me hold the
Hold
mitt.
it right here. It's going to be right here.
Yeah, let me hold
So
the
you're
mitt.
going to
Like,
throw that, and you're going to keep the hand there.
Okay. Let me hold the mitt. Like, try it this way. Go ahead. Right. There you go. There you go. Good.
I don't want it, but I'm not winding up on that. That's just, you're going to feel.
Yeah.
All I'm doing is boom, catching that, uppercut, and I'm mainly snapping that head back. Okay? I can hook off of it. I can go back to the body.
All right. Anything else?
No, that's it.
And for me, what I wanted to work on the other day we were talking about was that left hook and shovel punch. Oscar De La Hoya made that shovel punch famous.
Oh, yeah.
You want me to throw it?
You could.
You want to?
I'm not real familiar with the shovel punch.
I'll show it to you.
I'm sure I threw it 90
You
times
have.
in a fight.
You throw it, you just didn't call it that. You call it like a booger shaker, or booger maker, or something crazy.
Oh, you're talking about the booger buster.
want to touch on for a lot of you young guys just starting out is the left hook. What happens is a lot of people, they fall into the habit of thinking you can only throw a left hook one way, which is not the case. When you throw a left hook, a lot of amateurs and young pros, they get in the habit of when they throw that left hook, they think they need to be here on that front foot with it spun. That's not the case. Julio Cesar Chavez did the best hook I think of all time. What he would do is stop, and he would just twist his hips. Boom. Again.
But what do you do if you miss on that though?
You take quarter step. Quarter of the hook, watch.
Okay. But if you miss,
I'm still here.
okay.
My chin's still tucked under my shoulder. Look. Boom.
Okay.
It never.
Body.
My chin never.
How about the body?
What?
Body. Oh, you go to the body too.
Yeah. Boom.
Okay.
All right. And what we did was we were talking about the shovel punch. What you're gonna do is, Oscar used to show this. It was a hook slash uppercut. It was like right there, 45-degree angle.
Something like that.
That's what he would do. But he would throw it from the outside. Well, from the inside the body.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
The guy would throw a straight right, boom, right over the top.
Yep.
And what it would do is it would land here. It would land here or up here.
And that's the punch. Believe it, that's good. You know, I know exactly what he's talking about. They call it a shovel punch. That's the reason why that's a hard punch, no matter who you are, if you got power or not. Because when you're throwing that, yeah, you get a lot of power off the torque and the snap on the punch. That's most of your power. But that right there, especially even like a Triple G hook, these European guys, Eastern European fighters, they throw that and you see their elbow constantly stays locked.
Yeah.
What that's doing is there's a lot of power behind that. Not that they're throwing it that hard or anything else, it's because that there's no give anywhere in that arm when they throw that. So when they throw that, their hair, they're locked, but there's no give. It's stiff. And it's coming off stiff from the front delt all the way through and your hip.
Let's do this one thing. Let's go ahead and go into the quarter steps, the half step, and the full step for people that want to know.
Sure.
What we're going to work on is, we got a question. What is the quarter step? What is the half step? And what is the full step? And I think we can show you slow. Kelly, go ahead and give us a full step.
The full step to me?
Give us a full step. You walk.
Yeah. So I'm going to be here.
Okay.
The full
Here,
step.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm here.
Now you do a full step forward too. There you go. Again. Good. Now go back and give us a half step. Slow.
I'm just taking a half step that way.
And what's
A
the
half step, actually, sometimes on a half step, I won't even move my back leg.
Yep.
I'm here. I stay positioned with my front leg, and I'm here. Getting back.
And the quarter step?
Quarter, I don't know. I never done a quarter step.
I'll show you what we do it for. A lot of times, I'm just out of range. The best way to get range of somebody is not with your hands, it's with your feet. Because with the hands, everything in the world can trick you. The head, the hips, the feet, everything can trick you. The only thing that can't trick you is these, the shoulder. So what I like to do is, if I know I'm just out of range, you get out, I'm out of range. But I know I don't want to be there long because Kelly hits hard, bring it back. I'll take that small step, boom, back out. It's that little step, tiny step, just enough to get the jab in. And I'm out.
Yeah, you can do that.
But watch, if I go out, now you counter me.
What?
I jab you with my quarter step, and jab you, I'm counter. I'm right back out.
Yeah, you're in position every time, yeah.
I'm right back out without too much movement.
But, you know, and on those, when you ask that question, the main thing is you're not going to be in the ring with a ruler. So
you can measure, but once you've been in there enough, you sense
exactly. You want to make less is more, pretty much.
Exactly.
You know, you want to make the move, and you'll know over time. That's why sparring is very important. That's why experience is very important in fights and club fights, even if you're starting off in the amateurs, because you will start catching and realizing your distance, and it'll be there, and you'll make people miss, and you'll know.
So, when you were coming up to the amateurs, what punch was it that baffled you the most? What punch did you have the most trouble with defensively?
To be quite honest with you, was the overhand right.
Because it was off time, right?
Yeah, and you know, when you fight in the amateurs, the hard thing about the amateurs was you fought in a tournament sometimes 3 nights in a row or 5 nights in a row, and you had people with different styles. You weren't training for 2 months against one same guy, and you didn't have sparring partners that came in that mocked that guy. You fought different guys every night, and they had different styles, totally different styles too.
What you would get was things like this in the amateurs. You get a guy come out and throw something like that right off the top and this.
Exactly.
And what would you have to do?
I'm
There, and then this,
there.
and just wait for him to wear himself out.
Or a half step, or take it, and shoot to the body.
Did you roll under it?
No.
No.
Here and there I would have. But I moved a lot of amateurs, so I was usually
Like what I did.
out.
What I did when a guy came at me like that, go ahead. I just keep my hands up. Let him work. Let him work out. He's not scoring nothing. And look, every time he's coming in, you're coming in. Boom. Coming again with something else. Boom. I'll meet him out. Something always in the middle. Always have something coming back.
Exactly. So that, you just keep your form, everything tight. But, then you have guys that do right hands different. Some would actually lunge on top and come over. They like that. They strived on it. They throw their jab. They didn't care. Technique was out the window. But they were good, solid fighters, and they would and hop over.
A lot of the Marquette guys are like that.
Yeah, a lot of guys would just fight. Literally seemed like they were fighting from under their chin.
Any questions?
Dave Mark says show the Oxnard pen combination leaping electric.
Oh, I can do that. J Mart wants to show the Oxnard special. Our combination. What was it? Do you remember? It was 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 4, 2. Do you remember that? From Oxnard.
His numbers are different from mine.
Okay, it was the left, the right, left uppercut, right hand. Remember that?
Oh yeah.
That was it, and then the leaping left hook. The left hook will come out. Just hold it out for me like that, and he would lunge. Ah!
Okay.
Ah! And it would bounce. I'd bounce off it. Just a small bounce. You don't want to lose your balance. But the combination he's looking for is this. Bang, 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 bang. Again.
1, 2, 5, 2.
Again. Ah, 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 ah.
And another one that Oxnard that I learned, and I probably thrown it 10,000 times in my career, but where I really worked on it and got it down was over here. It'd be, so you're even on the ropes. I would be like, boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
And you don't have to take a step, but it would be good. So when I throw that, boom, boom, I wouldn't move, I wouldn't torque on my hook, but I would take that little step after the hook and fire into the body. A lot of people always expect body, head, but when you fire the hook.
What about the 1-4-2? That was
Your
when you
four
were.
is the left uppercut, right?
Yeah. That's when
That
you.
was the 5.
Oh, 1-5-2. When you were powering down on that last workout. Remember? Well, bang,
Oh,
bang, bang. Oxnard. Ah, ah, ah. You would see that for 3 rounds, just wearing you down, powering you down.
And it was big, and a big thing I really start over time, and that's what I say is a sport where ego can't get in the way because you never stop learning in a sport. But them little uppercuts straight up.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm a little rusty on.
those where you're here and you're just right up underneath.
little
Those
rusty on
damage,
numbers.
those damage the face, and they set up a lot of things.
Well, a lot of the small shots do more damage than the big shots.
Which a local kid who just fought Tuesday night I posted on my Facebook, guys.
Yeah.
Papo Salinas.
He fought in Vegas, right?
Yeah, he just fought this past Tuesday. Perfect example of a kid who probably could have made that a quick night, easy night, but neglected the uppercut. And, kind of strayed away from the jab a little
He
bit.
fought a guy that was 5 foot tall.
Yeah, but understandable that, he's first time on TV.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's excited and he wants to knock out. And, with his skill and the talent, he could have had that. But, that was a learning experience for him.
And he's going to do nothing but get better.
Exactly. So, but a lot of things he did in that fight. You had a guy shorter, and who not only shorter but fought shorter. He was down all over the place. Papo was doing a lot of this. He was firing that right hand.
Except that guy was catching it.
Yeah, and a lot of times he landed, but he still really wasn't getting nothing on it.
No.
The guy's chin's already tucked, and he's down here. He's going to be able to absorb that. And then he got over a lot of times. The kid would roll, and he fired that right hand, and he'd go right over top. And then he's in here now, tall guy, he's suffocating. And then that kid would throw that right, exactly. And he would land that right hand just like that, and he would move. Perfect thing in a fight like that, he's over there, bah, bah.
Yep.
Or this way, bah, bah. All day long. Little bah, bah, to the body. All day. It was as easy as that. Or 1-6, the guy he fought would stay up here a little bit like that, and then he would move, throw that one, bah, bah. And that's how simple things could be in a fight. You get a kid 5'2", 5'3".
He was 5'1".
Was he 5'1"? Okay, well, boxer got listed at 5'3". That's what I'm thinking.
Oh.
You get a kid like that who has no power, and you got the skills that Papa has. That could have, simple things like that. But and I go speak to early. Maybe he had a hand injury or something, because the way he was throwing that right hand, he didn't want to throw it straight down the middle. It seemed like he didn't want to catch the top of the head, which is kind of smart with a short guy.
Popo Salinas, would it have been better for him if he utilized his left jab more?
Yeah, because I'm sure he has a good left jab.
I'm sure. I was asking you though. Do you think it would work with that fighter? Because he's punching down
A jab
instead of up.
does. You said it earlier. A jab dictates a fight. Unless you got a very, very smart fighter in there that can find ways to offset your jab, either by feints or throwing a jab out there to throw off your jab. But other than that, the jab is your bread and butter. And he could have set, with his height advantage, he could have set a lot of things up off of that.
And
We got a couple questions.
okay.
We got Chris Broad. He wants to know, do you ever switch stance when throwing body shots with your opponents on the ropes?
No.
No.
You dance with 2 broadsheets.
Here,
I
Jay,
never want to say the question.
real quick. I got you on the ropes. Okay? Yeah. I'm throwing punches. I'm going to turn southpaw. Man right. I mean, when you're turning like that, you're on the ropes.
You just brought your chin to me.
Yeah, there's no time. I can't tell when he's going to throw a punch. And now, I'm turning, and that's exactly what's going to happen. Secondly, even if I don't get hurt, I can probably get dropped, because now I'm kind of in the middle of the air too on the switch.
And he switched back. You're gonna hit again.
You get hit again. So if you want to switch, the best time's always till there's like a law in the action.
Doing the back up a little bit.
Yeah, almost if a mouthpiece came out.
There you go. There's your
Then I'm
switch.
here, then I'm back.
Because let me tell you what, no fighter's gonna do this on backup. Kelly backs up, go to back up. He's not gonna do this at you.
Yeah.
He's not. He's gonna.
Yeah, slowly, which gives me time to turn.
Also, remember, guys, about pacing yourself. You guys are in this fast-paced amateur fight or pro fight, and you're working. It doesn't hurt to do this. Disengage.
Exactly.
Take a deep breath and get back into it.
back
That's
in
an
it.
important thing. A lot of people don't do it. They just want to keep doing this the whole time. And then by the second round, they want to not come out off the stool.
Yeah.
Breathe.
And then we have, it says, Kelly James, how would you defend/counter a fighter like James Spence Jr.'s bodywork?
Like who?
James Spence Jr. Spence Jr., I'm sorry.
Junior?
James,
Oh, how would you counter what?
somebody that had his bodywork.
Oh, his counter.
Yeah, but you guys gotta be careful, because Spencer's a good body puncher.
No, how would you counter somebody with a good body punch? Simple, go over the top. If somebody's working, if they have good body punches, and they're working your body.
Yeah.
And I'll do it. You go ahead. You'll be Spence. I'll work your body. I'm working Kelly's body. I'm over here. Bang, 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 bang. I'm fencing it up. What's he gonna do to combat that?
I can fire my uppercut.
Fire up.
Uppercut all day.
Or overhand?
Or no, I can do the same thing. Boom, pop, pop.
Yep.
Take and step off the rope. Again on that. If somebody's you're coming into my body. Boom, you're going to my body. I'm over here. I take the move. I'm all angles. Spencer southpaw. He comes this way. I can take my step that way. Boom. Believe me, that person will get tired too.
Yeah. Remember, never trade body punches with a body puncher. You don't hook with a hooker. You don't jab with a jabber.
How do you defend against overhand right?
High hands. High hands. Right here. I'll do it to you. Go ahead. I'm coming over the top. Overhand right. That's it. That's it.
Even if he loops it, you're still, or if he comes this way, my hand is still here.
If I bring it shorter, it's here.
Yep.
Or
you can do the half step.
the half step, yeah.
A full step.
Which is a street fight move.
Yeah.
I like that. But also, and if you want to be fancy, Kelly will throw it. I'll show you. Throw it. If you want to be fancy, just do that. And roll so he can't hit you again. That's where I'm at.
And you
He
see a
has
lot.
nothing.
Yeah, you see a lot of guys doing that now too. Just rolling underneath it.
He rolls like keeps his body close to him.
And then that depends too. It's hard for a tall guy to roll. For example, we'll go back to the Youngstown kid, Papa Salinas.
Yeah, he's 5'9", right?
Yeah, it would have been hard for him to roll on a lot of those overhand
It would.
rights that kid was firing at him, being that tall.
That's why you want to keep your hands up. I'm saying, so if you
for
can
me,
get
it
away
was
with
hard.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you can get away with it,
Yeah, you could. Yeah, that's a good move to do. And you see a lot of that
Recently, I see people throwing those overhand races. You see the guys rolling underneath.
They're the
like
same
that.
height. It's easier. But you as a big middleweight, it was harder because everybody was my height.
Better either for me to that or just come back here a little bit.
Most
you know?
middleweights from my height are an inch or two taller. What's the time? Are we in an hour now?
We'll take some questions now.
Kelly, how important is jumping rope for conditioning, nutrition, younger fighters, and lacking serious physical conditioning? They're doing much less than those.
Yeah, some of them are, yes. Jump roping to me, to be honest with you though, I love that. That was my favorite part of training.
Good question. What was your time?
I got after I got done with a hard workout, go give me 10 minutes on the rope. Hell yeah. You know, because once you learn to jump rope, you could hit it. The same thing as a punching bag. I mean, I could come in from being 2 months out of training and go in the bag and be able to hit it for 10 rounds. You learn how to pace, just like with running. But jump rope has no effect really on. It keeps you active. It's a good calorie burner. But yeah, road work obviously. Swimming. You know, a lot of different things. Wind sprints.
Your diet is 70% of your training regimen.
Exactly. But for cardio,
Cardio.
like lung, dieting comes in as far as muscle endurance and you know stuff
Energy.
like that, energy. Yeah, your dieting comes in, but as far as lung, cardio, you got it. Sparring, mitt work. I actually got a lot out of it. I got a lot more tired of hitting mitts than I did hitting the punching bag. So
Well, the thing it does, it builds timing. The mitts,
Yeah.
it knocks a little bit of rust off.
it does.
Especially if it's
and
active.
It's work.
If it's active mitt work, you're actually slipping punches and you're making your trainer sweat.
Depending on the trainer, yes.
But also, I agree with Kelly. I think the older generation made it more simple to train, and sometimes the best way is the original way. If it's not broke, don't fix it. I think a lot of people right now, they get wrapped up in all these new inventions and things like
And
that.
there is some shit out there man, that I wish I had. I know I've only been retired 5 years, but 10 years ago when I fought, there is. But, and again, I agree with James, though. A lot of things like, dude, just get out there and fucking do it. You know?
What's your opinion on strength and conditioning coaches?
I think some don't really know what they're doing at all.
Some are amazing.
Yeah, so a good job. And then, you got some guys out there. My personal guy, Cecilio, Dunner with Ironman Warehouse. Of course, my buddy Lonnie, who I'm working out with
Lonnie's
for
good.
his training.
Well, Lonnie keeps you strong,
Yeah.
and he keeps your body steady. Do you know what I mean? It's
Yeah,
strong.
but it's just a mixture of, you got to work on speed.
Exactly.
A lot of things you can do, my personal opinion, that you can do for strength, as far as being ready to absorb punches, to be in a shoving match, or if you tie up, or whatever else. There's things you could do where it's going to be harder for that person to maneuver you. That's great, to absorb a punch. There's different things you can do that without putting on muscle. And a lot of it comes in, especially this day and age, speed and agility is the biggest thing. That fast twitch muscle, your small muscles, is the biggest thing to work, and if somebody can find something that's really going to elevate that, which is hard, because it's hard to find things. Usually you're born with quick twitch muscles.
Either you have them or you don't.
Yeah, but you can work on them. That's the biggest thing to work on.
The thing with speed is for the most part, it's God given. Either you're fast or you're not. You can improve it to a certain point, but you'll never.
Or you're either a knockout puncher or you're not.
Because if everybody could be a knockout puncher, everybody would.
So the big thing is, you work on it. That would be the thing I'd work on more than anything else. But also, you got to be a student of the game. You got to learn how you can adapt what you lack against an opponent, where you're outgunned against an opponent.
Yeah.
And that's when you got to go to the drawing board and become a student of the sport too.
Exactly. Any other questions?
How important are you twitch fighters?
How important what?
Twitch fighters.
We just answered that one. Twitch fibers are very important. That's what, either you got them or you don't. That's your speed and power. All right, guys, we're about 5 minutes out. We're going to wrap this up for the day. So if you have any questions, go ahead and shoot them out. I think I'm about all tuckered out, aren't you?
Yeah.
So people want to know if you want to interview any of the kids.
I would love to. You want to bring one in?
Yeah. You want to ask questions?
I'll ask.
Who wants to come in for an interview? Want to come in for the show?
Yeah.
Come on, don't bitch out now.
There you go.
No,
You
we'll
got
get you next.
All right. What's your name?
Waldy.
All right, everybody. This is Waldy. He's how long you been fighting for?
I've been coming to the gym like for a couple years now.
Any fights?
No.
Not yet. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. So when are you looking at fighting? What do you got coming up? Nothing.
Hopefully in November, this November.
Good. Good. You enjoy training here?
Yeah.
Good. What weight you can fight at?
Maybe 130 something, somewhere between.
132, 134,
Yeah.
like that, 35? Good. So are you from Youngstown?
Yeah.
Who are your favorite fighters today? Who are some of your favorites?
Canelo.
You have the same hair color.
Yeah, Canelo. Golovkin.
Golovkin.
Yeah. Yeah, those two fighters. I saw the fight the other day.
Oh, I did. We were there. We were actually in Vegas for the fight. It was awesome. Yeah. We had Triple G winning 116, 112. So what do you do? I mean, what do you do for your training? What kind of things are you doing every day?
Like the regular stuff, shadow boxing, jump rope, hitting the bag, also speed bag.
How old are you?
13.
13, 8th grade. You're gonna go.
Yeah.
You might as well get used to 65. But yeah, I mean, hey, it's what you put into it, and I wish you the best of luck. So what are you working on your diet at home? You eating healthy and stuff like that?
Yeah, I'm staying a little schedule so I don't eat too much, too much fat.
Yeah.
But yeah,
What's it like training with everybody?
it's fun. It's fun. Yeah, it's fun.
awesome.
It's nice.
Well, I hope to see you more often in here. I mean, we'll be around. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Next.
And any questions? All right, we're gonna do one of the kids in the gym now.
A lot of people are saying it's a great show. They really like it.
You what?
A lot of people are saying they like the show, so they like it.
How many
It's
viewers?
educational.
Oh, good.
Over 1400.
That's great. Anybody else want to do one? But yeah, I mean, if there's any other questions, guys, go ahead and shoot them out. And we'll go ahead and answer them. We'll go and call it a day. We're going to make this more of a scheduled thing. We'll have Technique Tuesdays with Kelly maybe once every couple weeks or a month, whenever we feel like it.
What's that?
Technique Tuesday.
Oh yeah. Questions you guys got on what you think? We're gonna figure out if that's gonna be once a month or every 2 weeks. It'll be kind of up to you guys too.
It's up to you guys, yeah. If what you guys want to see, you guys gotta let us know in advance.
Believe me, have you used it?
I can too. Anything?
People just saying great show. We've got hashtag support your local boxers. Says nice to see the young kids in the gym. Somebody asked what shadow boxing.
What?
Somebody asked what shadow boxing.
What's shadow boxing, Kelly?
Finding your shadow, first of all. No, it's a nice way of saying loosening up, warming up.
Warming up. All you're doing is warming your muscles up for the actual training going on.
I don't believe we're throwing the shadow box 5 rounds or 4 rounds.
You only need 2.
2 rounds, stretch out in between round, do a round of shadow boxing, stretch out before, and after that round, it should be good.
Yep.
There's one guy, he's an amateur fighter now. He wants to know, he said, how did you find the difference in training from amateur to pro? He said, what did you start doing different right off the bat?
Picking up the running, sparring picked up obviously in rounds. Hitting the bag and things like that. You slow your pace down, very important. Instead of firing 6-piece combos like KFC, I was throwing 2, 3 punches, jabbing. Sometimes early in my career, I just do a lot of jabs on the bag.
Sit down on your punches now.
Exactly.
Instead
Sit
of
down.
amateurs trying to score points,
Yeah,
you're trying to sit down.
And everything you did, if you had shrink day, I stayed at the gym 45 minutes to an hour longer. Oh, actually, I don't even remember going in the amateurs to do shrink day. We did push-ups at the gym. That was the gist of it.
So
Watch the hook. Watch the hook. Watch his hook. See that? See that whole foot thing? That's what I was talking about. They rely on that too much and they're off balance.
you should actually. Because a hook on the front foot too, though, actually leaves you imbalanced too.
It leaves you off balance too a lot.
Well,
Overshoot.
it could, but again, you're taking a possibility on that hook when you're standing here. You throw it without pivoting.
There's
that
not a
foot.
bad way to throw it, but
No, but you're taking a chance. You're still squared up. You get hit, you're going back. You're going to lose balance on that.
and here you are too. You're over here.
I'm here. I'm pivoting. I'm here.
But when
I'm
I throw
back
it,
here. I'm here.
if you throw it the right way that they're taught, like in Mexico,
Yeah.
it's here and it's bang. And look, my foot is up, but it hasn't made that whole.
Oh
arc.
yeah, you don't turn it.
No. So what I'm saying is here, and I'm here. My chin's here.
Yeah, that's the same thing here. I mean, I'm just here.
And then when that right hand comes from it, that right hand comes from my chin's out here too. It never leaves that pocket.
I think we're good. We got some great questions on GGG.
That's good.
All right.
Well, guys, yeah, we will be back next week. We will let everybody know early upcoming week what guests we're going to be having on. We got a handful lined up, so we're just debating on who we want to put on and when and why we want to put them on. So we will have something by Thursday. Who the guest will be for Tuesday.
They will be boxing stars.
Oh, these guys may be in Erie, PA. Right, Justin?
Yes.
May be there.
Yes. Erie, Pennsylvania for the state powerlifting. Your state powerlifting.
World powerlifting. World powerlifting.
World powerlifting meet. So we'll be there filming and interviewing.
Thank you guys, and we will catch you next week on the Punchline with Kelly Pavlik and James Dominguez.
Thank you.